Ooh, welcome to a very spooky episode of No Solution. I'm Scott. This is the mask I wear for the trick or treaters. I love how scary it is, and then every year I make some kids cry, and I feel bad about it. But I do it again the next year, so I guess I don't feel that bad about it. All right, that's enough of this. Hello, everybody. Um, so for Halloween, I thought, what better topic than to talk about Acid Witch? I just saw them live, and I thought I'd talk about the show a little bit and just kind of show my Acid Witch collection. I was going to do kind of a ranking, but they only have 4 full lengths, so I guess I'll kind of rank them, but not much of a ranking there when you only got 4 to choose from. A short, I guess, coda to my video about Image. I talked about the Decibel album cover for Tomb Mold. So I wanted to show the new Decibel. This is Agalloch on the cover of the new Decibel. So I guess this kind of illustrates more like when I was talking about Image. I don't necessarily mean you need to dress up in costumes and have a whole, alternate persona. But, here's Agalloch. They're all dressed in black. They're not wearing any costumes or anything. They just look like dudes in a band who want to project a certain image. So this is a bit more what I'm looking for rather than I just smoked a bowl and rolled out of bed and now I'm here for my album cover. So, yeah. You don't need to put on masks or makeup or anything. I just think, this is inarguably a way cooler band photo than the Tomb Mold one. So that's the end of that, I guess. Let me know what you think about that. So anyway, I just saw Acid Witch this Saturday, kind of their annual Halloween show in the Detroit area, and they were fantastic as usual. What I really enjoyed this time was they played a bit more of a varied set. Usually it's kind of a lot of the same songs. This time they played quite a bit from the new album, Rot Among Us, and then the previous album, Evil Sound Screamers, which I was actually very, very happy about because as I'll talk about when I show that album kind of like production wise has some problems for me, and hearing the stuff live was much better. So I guess let's just get into it. I got all formats here. I guess let's just go through the full lengths. I just grabbed all the CDs for those. The first one, Witchtanic Hallucinations, from 2008. This has Lasse, however you pronounce it, the main guy from Hood and Menace doing the vocals on this one. This is a bit more traditional Death Doom. They still do have kind of the keyboard kind of Italian horror theme going through it, but it's not quite as prevalent. This is more kind of a little more basic. And I know some people prefer this. They think they got a little too like Halloweeny and goofy later. But a fantastic record. Really recommend it. Of the 4 full lengths, I think I would rank this number 3. They followed that up in 2010 with Stoned, and this is the first one that Slasher Dave does the vocals on. A little bit more into the theme of horror, a little more of the that Italian soundtrack sound mixed in with the Death Doom on this one. Just so many fantastic songs on this one. Sabbath of the Undead, which is still a live staple. Witchfinder Finder, which they played live, which I was very happy to hear. Trick or Treat. Yeah, fantastic album. I would rank this 2 out of the 4. The next one, it was a 7-year gap, 2017, Evil Sound Screamers. So this one has a bit of a muffled production that I think kind of hurts it a bit. Sounds a little weak in spots. And I think Count Blaggeroth, when he reviewed this years ago, mentioned that this is so Halloween themed that it's weird to even listen to it outside of the Halloween season, and I totally agree. This is like listening to Christmas music in February if you're trying to listen to this outside the Halloween season. It's just so themed, down to like kind of skits of people going to haunted houses and whatnot. But there are some really good songs on here. I Hate Halloween is a really good song. Cheap Gore is really cool. Mutilation Mansion is really good. Hard Rock Halloween. And live, I really enjoyed the versions of this live more than I do the album. So this is my least favorite of the full lengths, of the 4 full lengths. And then we'll go to the new full length, newish. Came out last year on CD, and then this was the release party for the vinyl version. So I'll show you what I got. There are, let's see, 4 variants. There's black, there's orange, there is candy corn, and there's a picture disc. So awesome. I didn't mention that before. Shagrath, the bass player in the band, does all the artwork, and I really enjoy his art style. Nice gatefold in there of the band. There's a poster of the album cover that I'm not going to pull out. It's just that, but bigger. And nice printed inner sleeve. And here's the picture disc. It looks really awesome. And then the band on the back there. And a little spoiler alert for Dreadful Rick. We'd been talking about me going to the show, and I said I'd let him know what they had and pick something up if he wanted it. So he said to surprise him with a variant. So I guess it's not a surprise anymore, but I'm just going to show it. I got him the candy corn. I thought this was really cool. So there's the new album, and Rot Among Us, I think, is my favorite of the 4. I think just everything came together, the atmosphere of it, and the kind of melding the doom metal sound with kind of the keyboards that remind me of the Italian soundtracks. I just think it all really comes together on this one, and it's got fantastic songs. Rot Among Us, the title track, Devil's Night Doom, 5508 Martin Street, which I really like. I wish they'd played that live, but they didn't this time. Chelsea Didn't Come Home Last Night. Yeah, top to bottom, fantastic record. All right, where are we at? All right, I got time to show kind of the other stuff. I've shown the vinyl of this a couple times, so I'll just make a note of this one. The Midnight Mass EP came out in 2015, and it's 4 songs, all covers from heavy metal horror movies. It's got I'm Back from Rocktober Blood, I believe, After Midnight from Trick or Treat, the 1986 version, Soldiers of the Night from Black Roses, and Party Time, the 45 Grave song from Return of the Living Dead. Really fun seasonal listen. All right, I got a couple of cassettes here. We'll show this one, the Acid Witch Stale Candy. It's a EP compilation, limited to 100. Mine is number 16, if you care. Kind of a nice speckled green and blue shell there. And then the J card just kind of has the covers of the EPs. And then some lyrics in there too. Really glad I picked this up. I got this at, I believe, Hell's Head Bash 2. And some stuff on here I do not have on any other format, so that's really cool. There's a cover of Cherry Orchards, the classic Celtic Frost song from Cold Lake, which I quite enjoy. Right, and I also have this cassette, which was pretty limited, The Halloween That Wasn't. This is originally one of their digital-only kind of Halloween releases. So this has The Halloween That Wasn't, The Evil Eye, It's Halloween Night, and Amy's in the Attic, which is a Insane Clown Posse cover. Keeping that Detroit theme. Yeah, it's still got the thing in there. I haven't played this because I have it all on digital, and not a huge fan of the cassette format, I'll be honest with you, but this was cool enough. I wanted to get it. And also because it came with this kind of almost like a movie program type book. But it's not really a book, like just a 4-page deal. And the lyrics inside. So really happy to have that one. And all right, I'll move on to some 7-inches here. I have the second 7-inch they did. This is To Magic, Sex, and Gore. This is actually also released as Midnight Mass. They did alternate artwork for each one. So this is the Magic Sex and Gore version. And is it colored? It's got an inner, and I believe it's colored. Sorry, Roger. And then their first 7-inch, I've never come across it for a price I wanted to pay for it, and I already have it on that cassette, so I didn't grab it. It's kind of a interesting one. The Christmas Evil EP. They did 2 Christmas horror movie themed songs, one for Black Christmas and one for Christmas Evil. And that was believe it or not, a Record Store Day exclusive that I was able to grab. It's kind of a pink, I don't know if you call that candy cane or something, vinyl. 2 really fun songs. And got a couple more here to show. I've shown this before. The Spooky Split EP with Nunslaughter, themed after one of those old Warren horror magazines from predominantly in the 70s. Nice pictures of both bands and lyrics. And then I really like the track listing there, listed as like the table of contents of one of those magazines like Eerie or Creepy or something like that. And then 2020, that was 2014, I believe. And then 2021, they came out with Volume 2, this time a split with Vault Wraith, and kind of a similar, this is actually a bit more of the magazine theme. Little articles, or not articles, but like advertisements of the kinds of things you could buy in those magazines. I was a little before my time, but my uncle, who was about 10 years older than me, was a big horror freak, and he had a whole stack of these magazines in my grandparents' attic, and I would go up there and read them all the time. So brings back a lot of cool memories. This one was colored. And I believe that is all. I don't know if you can see, I've got like a Halloween swirly light up there. If you can see it on the ceiling. It's not really showing up too good, but I tried a little bit. I mean, I don't usually try it all, so I tried a little bit. I think I should get credit for that. So yeah, that's my little rundown of Acid Witch. If you ever get a chance to see them live, I highly recommend it. They're very, very fun to see live, and love their music. So, all right, guys, I hope everyone has a super spooky and fun Halloween, and I will catch you guys later. As always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Oh, I didn't show my shirt. This is the shirt I got. It's Halloween Night was one of their digital singles that is on that cassette. So, The Witch carving a human head as a pumpkin. I thought that was a cool shirt to get. Yeah, I already did my wrap up, so I'll do it again. CM Punk's a piss baby. All right, guys, happy Halloween. See you later.